Hey,
Nathaniel, sorry about that
what's?
confusion. It happens all the time, so don't even feel bad.
Oh, no worries. Nah. I know how it is. You just gotta get it right. That's all.
Ah. Yo, when it comes to these lives, why can't, oh, a little fly. When it comes to these lives, why can't they make it a little easier, right?
Exactly. It's silly. It's too much. It's
Too
about
much. Yo,
adjusting, you know?
so nice to see you. Unfortunately, it's not in person, right? But it's
Yeah.
so nice to connect with you again.
Yes. Likewise. Where
Yo,
we did we was at the Big Bang joint, right?
yep.
Yeah. Dope shit.
Shouts to the Big Bang Show and everything I did with them.
Yes.
I mean, yo, Brooklyn Zone, R&B, R&B singer, R&B mogul. Yo, you're doing
She gassing me. She
everything.
gassing me.
No, I'm not gassing you. Yo, let me tell you something. When we had our first conversation, you were talking about
Hmm.
a lot of things you put into play recently.
Yes.
So to me, this is like, when I get to see that and just knowing from Brooklyn and just, that whole vibe. I mean, yo, let's get into this. Let's get into it because I'm
Let's
about to
do
just
it.
pour out all my information right now, just like shouting you out over here, gassing you like you just said. All right, so I must say, one of my faves right now is "I'm So Brooklyn."
Oh yeah.
You killed
Appreciate
that.
that.
You killed that.
Appreciate that.
I mean, there's nobody so Brooklyn than me, but we could fight over that later.
Yeah, we could definitely go to war for that title.
So, okay, so your app, let's start with that,
Hmm.
right? Aired on the VMAs.
Hmm.
Talk to me about the Nathaniel app. What you got going there? Like a whole
Well,
app?
yeah, my thing is like, see, I'm a tech guy. I'm a nerd. I
Okay.
always dabbled with, technology as a whole.
Yeah,
And I understood the idea of having your own platform being more important than always being on somebody else's. Even though
that's
YouTube,
right.
Spotify, those things are great, but if I got kicked off or banned from Spotify, I still need a way for you to get to my music. If I got banned from YouTube, I need a way for you to be able to get my content. So that was the initial drive behind me developing the app. And then after I developed it, I said, all right, cool. I have a place where people could access my stuff. But now how do I step it up? So I added in a feature where we can communicate in real time. Like you can send me a message. I can send you back a message. Then I said, what if the person is not looking at the app, but I want them to just be aware of something that's going on. So I said, let me add a notification feature where I could blast out, yo, I got a show right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
little by little, you always updating and troubleshooting, but that's kind of like the path that's we've been on. And it's, it seemed to be working. People are interested in it.
That's fire. And I mean, it
Thank you.
takes a tech guy to really know that because I might not be so tech savvy, right? And I create an
Hmm.
app and I'm not thinking like you just gave three whole different levels
Right.
to how
Right.
when you started, you stepped it up three whole levels up. Like, okay, now you could
Right.
contact me. Now you could. And honestly, with this whole social media thing, that's what it's about, being able to contact the artist. Before it was like,
Right.
superstars were on TV and it was like they were untouchable. There was no
Yeah.
way to, now I feel like you comment on their picture and eventually they do kind of see those
That's
comments,
right. That's right.
So
That's
it's
true.
such a dope way to just be at one with, musicians that we love,
That's right.
as fans that we truly, truly love.
I agree. And simplifying that is the best thing. Like, I don't know if you into Clubhouse, if you ever use that app, but now
In a
you have
way,
the
in a way, in a way.
yeah. So now you have the audio
Yep.
side of things to where you can hear somebody's voice, you can talk to them. So as you look at it, the world is trying to simplify and enhance communication between this person A and person B, whether they all the way up here or down. It's just as we integrate with each other, especially during COVID, where you can't physically be in somebody's face.
Totally.
Now we really need this type of integration and connection. So I agree with you. It's the social media age has made that easier.
Oh my God, yes. Even with the numbers, I was talking about that with somebody this weekend, and I was
Hmm.
saying back in the days we used to have, the artists waited for their checks, so waited for the
Yeah.
radio to play their stuff. Now numbers don't lie.
Hmm.
You
That's a
know,
fact.
shouts to you with, let me get this number right before I even, 1.2 million Spotify streams.
Yeah. We working, you know what I'm saying? We
Or am I
putting in some work.
gassing you again?
Nah, this is true. Yeah. Nah, but we working, you know, and it's funny because now you don't need radio to justify your progress. You don't
That's
need
right.
the mainstream industry. You can just tap into your fan base now and you'll see the progress from them.
Now, you said something that I really love, you know, being from Brooklyn, being raised in Brooklyn, your environment, you truly take to the environment you're from, right?
That's
And what raised you. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, Brooklyn has that way of like having that hustler's ambition just in the air. You know what I'm saying? You outside, you see people hustling. You talk to somebody from Brooklyn, they automatically have that, yo, you Brooklyn, yo, you better be on your P's and Q's. So being born in that, you born with pressure. You born with a reputation already
That's
that you don't
right.
even know about. You go out of town and tell somebody you're from Brooklyn, they already expect you to
Yeah.
show love
How
the
about when
Brooklyn
you go
way.
out of town and they say you're from Brooklyn? Like, whoa, that accent's from Brooklyn,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a fact. You ain't even gotta, yo. They ask you just to confirm it, but they know when they hear you talk.
Yes.
You know, shout to the whole New York. I see my guy DJ Kane in the building. Shout to you, but shout to the whole New York. But Brooklyn specifically, it has a way of pushing us into greatness, should I say?
And I love that. And I mean, it goes into your name, right? Nathaniel The Great. I'm assuming
There we
that's what
go.
we're getting it onto.
There we go. There we go. Yep.
All right. So now, yo, the billboard on 42nd, Times Square. How was that? How was that feeling? Seeing yourself up there and just seeing your work and how everybody's taking to it. How was that?
I think for me, it was like it was a bit of a gift and a curse. The gift is like, yo, this shit is amazing. I'm on Times Square, it's a billboard. That's the gift. The curse is that I'm there because of I've been able to leverage my relationships to get there. So after leveraging a relationship, me being a hustler too, I'm like, yo, who else want to get on Times Square? So now I'm putting other people there. So you know, it's like it's not just like I ended up there, like somebody just put me there because I worked so hard. No, no, no. I've leveraged some relationships. I've tapped into my IT technology connects, and I've put myself there. So, but to see it, to be honest with you, it's pretty breathtaking because that shit is like the look. It's the look. I'm from this city. I've seen millions of
That's
other
right.
people on these billboards. You know, I belong there too. You know,
And
so that's
Nathaniel, just that work too, even though you know people, even networking is a job in itself. You
very
know what
true.
I'm saying? And your energy says a lot. You can network your ass off. You can
Mm-hmm.
network with 1,000 people. And if your energy ain't hitting and it ain't it, you're not going nowhere and you're not getting on that billboard. You
Very
know what I'm
true.
saying? So
Very true.
don't downplay that because that's something that even though you got yourself there, that mogul in you
Yeah,
is what, you know what I'm saying? Because it
I
definitely is.
appreciate
It
that.
all is about who you know. And we know that. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But to get there, you know, because the politics in this game is so dirty and so crazy that
Yes.
those of us that are genuine and really loving what we do and networking with people, they're feeling us. You know,
Yes.
so that's an accomplishment, love.
Nah, thank you. I never looked at it that way. I really appreciate that perspective on it. I just kind of downplay certain things off of like me being a tech guy and going that route. But you can, every tech guy couldn't accomplish it. Every artist couldn't
That's
leverage it.
right. Or
Yeah,
even thought of it. You
that's right.
know,
That's right.
you're taking that being so savvy with tech, you're taking that to the next level. And that gotta be you know, that you gotta show love to that.
Nah, thank you. I appreciate you for that, for real.
So now there's a song on Over Me featuring
Yes.
Drake
Yes.
on the app.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Drake, talk
Yeah.
to me about this.
So I mean, I've been writing songs and been in the
Yes,
game for years.
yes.
Yeah, you know. So
Let's
I
be
work with a
clear.
lot
I
of
have my list here too. Wait a minute. Let me say my list because there's DJ Khaled, French Montana,
yeah,
LL
yeah.
Cool J, Swiss Beats.
Yeah, that's
I gotta gas you. I gotta keep gassing you. We're doing all the good stuff here.
no. What I like about you is that you actually know, like you do your, you know, you do your research. You on points. I love that about you.
You already
That's so
know.
dope.
You already know.
Yeah, you
So tell
really
me
do
about
this.
this Drake thing.
So for me, since I worked with so many producers in the past, I've been working with his producers forever. Literally from T Minus to Hit Boy. When I was a youngin' and nothing I wrote was good, they were still sending me beats like, yo, hold that, right to that. Let me see what you got. So for me, it was just me being able to leverage the certain relationships I have, and then the timing on it, we was able to get a jump on that particular record, put it out to the world, and I made it exclusive to the app just to kind of drive people there to get it, as opposed to just throwing it out. I
Yeah.
wanted that pawn to help drive the traffic back to the app.
And the song is so fire.
Thank you.
So fire. Anything you're putting out. Now you have Cash Out.
Yes.
Because everybody got the bag now.
That's it.
Talk to us about the making of this.
Yo, man, Cash Out was like, I literally came up with the record a year and a half ago. I did it a year and a half ago. I dropped it a year ago, right? Then a pandemic hit where the climate of the world shifted so hard that it was like, I started to shoot the video, but I had to put it on pause because things just, the energy wasn't right for it. More interestingly enough, the idea of Cash Out evolved a little bit from it just being about flexing and flossing to everybody getting a bag. The Cash Out is just reaching your goal, like making it to your potential. Like whatever you dreamed to get to, whatever point you started at, you here now. Like you cashed out on your dreams. And once I felt it evolve to that, I said, you know what? I know we're still in the pandemic, but I got to finish this video because I need to put this energy out. I need to put this message out. So I just dropped the video 2 weeks ago. Mind you, we started a year ago, but certain things is time, and it's all about
That's
time.
it.
So, you know, I dropped that, and now, I mean, honestly, everybody's taking a liking to it. It got 500,000 views already. I'm just sitting here waiting.
Literally, everybody got the bag now.
Yeah,
like,
the energy is right. Yeah. Yeah.
And let's not forget, the tech mogul comes out again and then does a whole filter.
Yeah.
Because you can't just pay for filters like we do on Snapchat. So again, we got to be clear with this.
Yes.
You know, you can't just pay for a filter, you know. So now we have the Cash Out filter. Now, even tapping into speaking to the IG world and behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. For me, that's always, it's like, these ideas come because I break down the music game the same way that I break down anything technical. I can't just be only creative. I always think about these other things. And when I'm dabbling with these apps and shit, I'm like, yo, like, let's try to figure this out. Let's try to figure that out. Fortunately enough, though, with Cash Out, they approached me. Somebody approached me from the Facebook, Instagram team, like, yo, we see that you. Yeah, so for me, that threw me off, like, oh, shit. And then we had a discussion about what could be done to enhance the campaign. And I'm like, yo, how about I let people wear my Cash Out chain and my gold fronts, like, as a filter, and then when they upload the filter, the song automatically gets embedded into the video, and that counts as a stream on Spotify. So let's make this make sense, you know?
Whoa.
And yeah, that's how we doing it.
You tapped into TikTok with that one.
Yeah, it's about to get crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's almost like what TikTok is doing right now. I hear people going crazy, especially musicians. Yeah. When it comes to TikTok, you just throw your song on there and people just take to it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I got something very special that's going to start next week on the TikTok alone. Like some of the biggest influences. You'll see it. I don't want to blow it up, but you'll see it. This
come on. You can't blow it up for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
You know it don't stop. There's more shit coming. You know
for real. Stop. It's that Brooklyn pressure I was trying to put on you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, B. Yeah, B.
All right. So now I'm like all over the place because I went from my notes. No, my notes are like, I went from here to there to here to there. I'm just so excited with you. So when it comes to Cash Out, what is this on an EP? Is this something will work? Like, talk to me.
The way I'm gonna have to play this one, since I dropped it a year ago, and I did a mixtape called Limitless that only went to the app, and then Cash Out is already on Spotify. When I drop my next project, I'm gonna try to figure out how I can add it to the project with it not being uploaded as a new upload, because I do want this to be the leading single still of the official album. So it's a little tricky when you put a single out and then you drop an album later. You still want that single to be a part of the album without it being such a gap. But Cash Out is such a big record that, yes, I am dropping an album soon, and I'm going to allow this to be on the project.
All right. Don't cheat us. We want it out there.
I got you. And this album is going to be an R&B project. Like, it's been a minute since, like, we got an R&B. You know what I mean?
Thank you. That's why I had to stress that when I, introduced your name. R&B singer from Brooklyn. Like, to me, R&B was some, like, what else are we talking about love? Like, I mean, it's great to twerk it out. But we tired of twerking. We want to make love. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
We need that R&B. We need that soul back.
I agree.
Where the guys are actually crying for their girls back,
That's what I was just saying. I was just saying that to somebody, like, dudes are afraid to, one, apologize in music. They're afraid to, like, beg. I mean, shit.
What happened to that vulnerability?
Exactly. Everybody, the way that guys are back, like proposing or approaching women in their songs now is flexing on them. Like, oh yeah, come on, hop in the whip, and
I got the most money, the bigger chain, the bigger car. I mean, the best
Talking
cars,
crazy.
like,
Talking crazy. It's no more approach. It's no more like gentlemanship. It's none of that no more. So we gotta bring that back.
bring that back, Nathaniel. I'm counting on you.
I
Brooklyn
got you,
pressure
B.
again. Brooklyn pressure
I
again.
got you, B. It's a
So now,
fact.
wait, you just moved into a new apartment.
Hmm.
The baby, he definitely was saying dad this morning, crying.
Yo, tell me I ain't tripping.
He was saying it. I
Thank
was
you.
like,
They think I'm crazy.
and then when you were saying it to him and his tongue and mouth were doing
He
it,
was trying to figure it out, right?
oh my God, babies are the way babies are. They're gonna be coming out talking out the womb like, thanks, finally let me out of there. How has that been for you? I've been seeing you in a shoot with your older son recently too.
Yeah, yeah. It's
So
been
talk
dope.
to us about fatherhood.
It's incredible because I in my crib that I moved into, I set up like my recording studio, and you see that photo shoot, I did that here. Like I'm set up my internal,
Wow.
everything is at home. So we doing that while I'm having him in a cut, like I'm recording while I'm holding him and rocking him, I'm feeding him while I'm so it's this dynamic of just a lot of new energy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect him to come. I wasn't planning it, of course. It was the beginning of the pandemic when we all was home. It was nothing else really better to do, but you know. So you know, then him coming though.
Then play R&B music. Come on, keep it
Yeah,
PG.
you know what I'm saying? I'm R&B dude. What you think I'm gonna do during a pandemic? Like, so, but yeah, it's dope with him. Like, he's 2 months, but he's already moving very fast at a fast pace, very fast pace. He's kicking like he want to walk. It's crazy, but it's very intense, and it gives me as an artist and a creator and a business owner a sense of I feel bigger. I feel like I cannot lose now. Even though I got my first son, I got through so much of it with him. He's 16 already, and I was completely poor when I raised him. But having a new one, having more people to rely on you, it's like, damn, I got a lot more to fight for. And that's why now I cannot lose. Like, I won't take no for an answer. I'm up at 7 in the morning. I'm going to sleep at 5 in the morning. I'm up like 22 hours a day doing a million things at once. But it's amazing to kind of experience this all over again.
Wow, you put that into such a beautiful perspective. You know what I'm saying? To be a
Thank
father
you.
in the game again, showing
Yeah.
that vulnerability because we're scared. We have so many out here that are raising kids and they just want to act like the rappers. They just want. But for you to say that it takes being a father to motivate me to be a better creative, that's
Yes.
something so beautiful,
No,
Nathaniel.
thank you. Thank you. It's real.
So what else? Is there anything else that I missed?
Oh, my bad. My phone froze. Say it
It's
again.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. So what else? Is there anything else that I missed?
No, I think we good. I mean, me and you always gonna be tapped in. So as stuff
Always.
happens, yeah, we gonna be like, I'm gonna probably go on live one day and bring you on and just be like, yo, what's up? Like,
Let's go. Let's do it.
This is regular. We can. It's nothing.
Yo, when I saw that clip of you in the VMAs, though, bringing it back to what we were saying a little earlier, that to me, that was something big.
Thank you.
That the VMAs to us growing up, I know we're probably on the same head with this.
Yeah.
That was, that was big. It was from VMAs to me were the big ones. I didn't care about I didn't care about the Oscars. The VMAs.
The VMAs. That's the big one. And to get a commercial slot while that's running, you know you have a certain amount of audience that is paying attention to you, you know?
That's right. Also, it wasn't the
So that's
mobile
the
tech
benefit.
this time.
Yeah, that was you know how that goes. Like that's why I'm dead ass like a lot of artists are afraid to stay in school or whatever, like why they chasing their dreams to pursue some type of a career on the side. For me, there was a point that I signed a bad record deal. I won't call it just bad, but it just didn't work in my favor. Everything crashed and burned. While that was happening, I was in college. So I put music, I literally was heartbroken though. I stepped away from music for 2 years and just went harder in college. I said, yo, actually I had just finished college, but I said, let me go to corporate America. Let me leave this music shit alone. This was like 5 years ago. I said, I'm not singing. I'm going to build my career as a business owner or a business person, a tech guy, just in case this ever happens again, this music shit. I cannot rely on it. But in that time, I worked on Wall Street for like 3 or 4 years. I made a lot of relationships. I started an IT firm. And then coming back to music, I was able to fund my own career, leverage all these relationships. But that would have never happened if I put all my eggs in just music and I was too cool to go to school. You know what I mean? Like, I always urge, yo, stay in school. And another thing, when I was in school for IT and computers. That was my other passion. So, yeah, stay in school, but make sure you find a passion still in that vein, too. Yeah, because then you will get, you won't be motivated to stay in that career field because it's some shit you don't like. Music and technology, like I used to break computers down and shit in the house while I was singing. That was my two loves. So for me to go the corporate route, doing passion A, and then the music route, the creative route, passion B, it was nothing for me to bring it together, but I'm still fulfilled every day. No matter which route I go, I'm doing things that I love. So yeah, stay in school, but find your passion in that route at the same time.
So crazy, because before you coming on, we're having technical difficulties. That's exactly what I said. I said there's, back in the days, it was always like, focus on a dream, on a dream,
Right.
and now that's not the narrative anymore.
Right.
Even for myself, going to me, it was that same thing. I told myself, I dealt with some things in the industry that I told myself, I think I need a backbone before I even dive into this industry thing.
Yes.
I went back to school and I became a teacher and I got my master's. And,
dope.
at the end of the day, that's my balance there. I still in the morning, I'm hustling like crazy. I'm up in the morning on Zoom at 8 in the morning with my kids.
Yes.
And then at 3:30, I'm on Dash. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it's a beautiful balance for me,
Yes. Yes.
And again, this don't bring in money, so there has to be that balance too. There has to be a balance until we get to that leverage.
Yes, yes, I admire that. I admire you for doing that, and then for being an educator, because you're going to be one of those teachers and educators that instills this same message that you said to me. You're going to instill this shit into your students.
It's possible.
And this is right, and this is what we were missing. A lot of teachers wasn't telling us this. Like, they were just like, "Oh, you need to learn this." They wasn't saying, "Listen, be creative, chase your passion, but stay educated."
Let's just finish this. Yeah, finish what you're doing here, but we're going to get to all of that. That's exactly what I tell my students. I'm like, when they have the headphones on and they ain't in the mood to work, I'm like, listen, let's just finish this. I'll let you listen to what you finish my essay. You could come into my class and listen to music all week. You don't have to listen to me. It's things like that where we're meeting our kids eye to eye. Just being more down to earth. Because the options right now, there's so many opportunities out there that we got to tell out, we got to show the next generation what it's about, and again, artists like you saying that, again, being vulnerable, going to school, at the same time, following the dream.
That's right.
It was because you kept for me too, it's like we kept to the focus. And then the dream. So it's like God played it for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you sacrifice. Now let's play. You know what I'm saying? Now let's dip and dive into both.
That's right. That's right. You said that perfectly. You said that perfectly.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you, man.
Likewise.
You are a true mogul in everything you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I wanted to get into that whole tech mogul, but we played on and talked about it the whole time.
Yo, what?
I can't wait to see what's coming next week. I'm going to be like this, waiting.
I got you. You're going to see something. I promise.
Yo, keep showing up for Brooklyn. We love you out here. Stay locked with us. I'll see you real soon.
Thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate you.
Later.
One.
That was Nathaniel the Great, y'all. Brooklyn's own R&B, tech mogul. Yo, this is what I told y'all from the beginning. This is how we got to keep it. This is how we got to do. No limit. Sky's the limit, baby. Do what you love what you do. I'm out of here. Stay locked with Dash.